All right, I think we're back. Hi, everyone. Hi. So, with our small in-person class, but our beautiful community out there, I think a lot of people have just started their meditation, so they'll catch up to this in a little bit. But I really wanted, first of all, to say that every week we've been doing this class online, so you can go through the Lotus page wall and see talks for the last several months. And as I thought about talking today, one of the things I sort of came into is I've been talking about the things we all need to focus on for a while. And so I'm here with you right now. I am here with you 100% going forward. So we are in the moment. And if you would like some more food for your soul, definitely food for thought, and to dive into the practices and the philosophies and ideas that I share with my patients and students, this page has a whole bunch of videos on it right now that are all unbelievably relevant for right now. Because right now is crazy, and it's been coming, and now it's here. And like you'll hear in my videos forever, is, you know, a lot of us have been talking about this for a while. And a lot of us are really shocked and understandably surprised, caught off guard, feeling like this is unexpected. And I get that, and obviously no one knew what exactly is going to happen when in the world, and we still don't. And now it's even a little scarier to feel that way. And a lot of people have really been talking about things like this for a long time, all the way to the National Health Institute and the CDC. I mean, they have whole teams of scientists and doctors and strategists and statisticians who look at these types of potential things happening in our world. And like I said last week, wars happen, they're real. Natural disasters happen, they are real. Diseases that can kill people happen, and they're real. These things all happening simultaneously can be real. I said this last week, I'm repeating it again. And I am not saying it for shock factor, not to get us scared. It's just part of life. And we are still right now, most of us, certainly if you're wherever you are able to be watching this, we are blessed. We are unbelievably blessed, even in this crazy time. So, you know, people who've been through crazy stuff right now are probably faring better than those of us who've gotten to, and I'm one of the ones who's pretty much gotten to live in a cushy bubble my whole life. I've had hard stuff. But there's people on the planet living right now that have survived things this hard, or in their own personal ways, maybe even harder or scarier. And so it's time for us to really take a breath into, like, wow, this is happening, things have happened, more things are going to happen, and decide how we are going to be right now with ourselves and each other. And that's what these practices are all about. That's what my healthcare lineages have been practicing for thousands of years. We literally, every practice, what we choose to eat, how we choose to exercise, how we connect with other people, how we live in our communities, have 100 million% been based on being vitally healthy in the best of times and having practiced the practices and set up our lives to navigate the hardest of times. I'm not sure what else we're supposed to be doing here on this planet. But we sure all find a whole lot of things to do other than that, don't we? We figure out how to spend so much time doing really fun things, sometimes not even that fun of things. And I understand we need to, like, go to work and have jobs and pay the bills. But then even in times like this, we can go, what are we all doing? Why are we doing these these things, running these types of businesses, having these types of jobs? And I know the answer for all of us, okay? I'm not saying that we can magically like change the world and all be living in some, certainly never going to live in some warm, fluffy, easy way, but like, how do we structure our businesses? How do we structure our homes? How do we structure our communities to navigate things like this a little better than maybe some of us got caught off guard right now, right? And not working. So again, I've talked about this stuff before, even before all this happened. I've been talking about this for decades, to be honest. So I don't want to sound excited right now. My heart is completely tapped into the people struggling and suffering. I am spending a lot of time every day following things going on in my specific communities and in the world, so we can all track whatever we need to track, from, in my case, to be the best physician and teacher I can be for the people that reach out to me, and make my decisions for myself and my loved ones. And we're each doing that. So let's let social media, let's let our lives, let's let how we figure out what to eat and how we communicate with each other, let's all be about that. So Melissa, hi honey. I think you're out there far from the my assistant, my amazing student who sets these up for us and posted and promoted. She posted a picture of me yesterday. I'm blessed. I'm at the beach. I'm in a community that is just, I'm in an unbelievably safe, thanks to one of my best, longest time students, Lena, here. I'm in her bedroom right now, coming to you. But anyways, we walked down to the beach and got our exercise yesterday. Didn't see a soul, really. I think we saw 2 people in the hour and a half we were down there. But we were doing some yoga, feeling Mother Ocean was so powerful. And anyways, Melissa took a picture I sent her and posted it, and to let you all know we were going to come here. And she said, so are we going to be worriers or warriors? Mm-hmm. Right? And I think we know the answer of what would probably be best for us to focus on. So we even have in yoga, right? We have poses for warrior pose. Like, it's preparing us psychically, physically to hold in these positions in life. And right now we are in a time where we need to get some asana on that's invoking this strength of warrior, and I think one of the first posts I ever posted on this page, so I don't even know how many clicks you'd have to do to get back to it, but it was a note. So there's maybe a place that you can look at notes on Facebook. But I called it something like Lesson 1 for the Warriors of Light. So, I created this, the Lotus Way 20 years ago, and I don't know when I created this Facebook page 12 years ago, but my first thing was, hey, I want to be a part of building the tribe of light warriors on this planet right now. Can I have that job? Mm-hmm. And I have to tell you, it does not pay as well as some of the other jobs that I left to do this job, and that's fine, because I realize that's part of being a warrior of light. We got to let go of the material stuff a little. I'm pretty lucky. I've got a good material life, and I'm so blessed, but I've let go a lot and found this strength that comes from this place that required me, and here's where I wanted to talk, and here's what I really want to say, required me to realize the priority of finding my teachers and really committing to my practices and my exercises to learn and to grow so I could help myself and other people. And so whatever you're doing with your life right now and wherever we are, I think all of us a little bit feel like if we are in a boat out at ocean right now, it's kind of stormy and choppy, and we are not sure how to get safe. Do we stay out here and go at it alone in this storm? Do I try and make it to shore? Who else is around? Are there pirates? Whatever we're feeling, this is real. That's a real feeling. And here's what I can tell you. All of us have felt that in our individual lives at times. Right now we're feeling it globally. We all are in the storm. But we can't all do the same exact thing because we all are in our own spot. We are in our own little boat. Right now, my boat's got like 3 people sitting in a room. There's another 3 people in this house. There's this neighborhood. I didn't get on a plane yesterday like I'd planned. Like, I've got my own storm to weather. And so I look around and I see where I am, what resources I have, and where are my lighthouses? Where are my teachers? Where are the people that are looking to me as a lighthouse? And how do I really stay calm enough right now, because it's a storm, and if we're not calm, if we don't focus on the things we need to focus on, we just get lost in the storm. You don't get to shore, or you don't figure out how to stay alive out here in the crazy storm. You got to stay calm and figure this out. And my personal experience right now and always in my life is once I had lighthouses and shores that I practiced coming and going from, and I knew my system, I knew my boat, right? I knew the usual, most worst case turbulent conditions of the waters that I usually am in. Then I picked up a phone and called my friend who is a farmer when the grocery store shelves went empty. And I've been nurturing that relationship for a long time. And I tell my friends who grow food how much I appreciate them. And right now, we're all wishing we had friends that are farmers. And we're all wishing that we had developed those relationships with those lighthouses and maybe learned more from them. And maybe had more going on in our apartment window or backyard or community garden. Right? So wherever we are, but right now is a time to do a few things. One is to think, oh, what do I need to do right now? But the other is to start realizing, why wasn't I doing this all along? And how can I start doing this no matter what happens now? This is so important, everyone. So I really wanted to talk. Right now, everybody's awake. Everybody's on high alert, right? Tsunami's coming, whatever. We need to think right now, not just of the short game. And right now, most of us have a lot of time on our hands. So what are you going to do at that time? Think about the long game. Take advantage. Look around your communities right now. And support the healthcare practitioners, of course, the people growing food or delivering food. And how can you be a lighthouse? And so many people are doing that. So many people in this community are doing that. So beyond that, then look at who's in your ship. Look at who's around you. Look at what the closest, I'm using the analogy of the boat right now. Go with me. Look around you. What shores are you near? What happens if you're out at shore and there's a storm and you see 50 lighthouses in 50 directions? Are you going to listen to all of them? You're going to follow all of them? How's that going to go? You're not going to get anywhere. Okay? So right now, as far as like getting online and looking at like how many pieces of information can I get from how many different sources, and can I do all of these things? That will not work. It's not going to help. Look around. Pick the couple lighthouses that you feel are at places that you can access, that are working, that know you're out there, and that are going to help you stay your course. If this is one of them, I am so unbelievably grateful to be that for you. I will be it, and I am also doing the same thing with my lighthouses. I am, and that's what we all do right now, and we focus. So we stay awake. If you all were in my Yoga Nidra meditation class that we just had, how many times did you hear me say, stay awake, totally aware, relax? Okay? I just hypnotized everybody that did the class, and if you missed it, go back and and find ways to do that again. Stay awake, Be aware and relax. Buddha became Buddha. I've said this before because his name was Siddhartha. He left his family on a calling of his heart to go seek something. Sat under the Bodhi tree for a long time, many, many days. Came out glowing. Everybody said, "Oh my gosh, what happened to you?" He said, "I'm Buddha." He didn't mean like, "Hi, I just created a new name for myself. My name is Buddha." He said, "I am Buddha. I am awake." All he was saying is he woke up and he stayed awake. He meant a kind of awake that's like, I am now awake. So it is time for us to wake up. This event is letting us wake up. Now the question is, will you stay awake? Can we stay awake? We need those lighthouses to keep us focused and awake and doing our work. So let us stay awake right now. And if we think in the short term and then things get better, because they will, I promise. I mean, things could get worse, things could get harder, people can get sick, like this is going to happen, but there's also going to be times of ease again. We may even slip back into life as we knew it. And what happens after we wake up in these times and slip back into their life? Don't go back to sleep this time. Let this keep us awake. Let us refocus in a way that is allowing us to take this time to evolve. And this happens in nature. Nature actually awesome through things like war and natural disaster and disease. Sometimes we have to be forced to wake up, forced to evolve. Otherwise we kind of get a little comfy and lazy and a little sleepy and check out. So we're awake now. Just don't go back to sleep. That's the trick. Okay, what community are we building around us that's committed to and very focused on helping keep each other awake? Hi. Lotus Way. Hi. We're all going to help keep each other awake. You know, this is what the Lotus Way is about. That's what this organization is about. This is what my practices have been about for a long time. My teachers are on it. If I'm not a big enough lighthouse for you and you're still looking, let me know. I'll give you the Mac Daddies. Okay? We've got it. We can dial into that level of consciousness. We're all born. We all die. None of us knows when that's coming. What we do between those two moments is why we are all here. So let's not worry as much about if or when we're going to die, because we're gonna. Tomorrow or in 100 years. What are we doing right now? Whatever your circumstances are, this is your garden right now to grow. Whatever resources you have, whatever skills you have, you're standing in your garden right now. So, this is your garden to plant and grow. This is your canvas to paint. This is your dance to dance. This is your song to sing. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I know I am.
It's time to create. It's time to wake up. It's time to get to work. It's time to look around you and figure out what resources that you have, what kind of artist are you, and do it. Do it. Do it from where you are with what you have. I understand the things I don't have. I'd love to have more money. I'd love to have, you know, a different blah, 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 right? Whatever. This is where I am. Create. And I have to tell you, I'm liking what I'm creating right now. I can't. I'm in awe because if any of you know me personally, 2 months ago, although I was still in a place of gratitude, I was still serving my patients and students. I was struggling with some stuff. I was depressed. I was doing all right. I was doing my practices. I lifted my spirits every day, but I was feeling stuck and trapped and you know what? I'm more awake right now, and I am tapping into my practices deeper, and I'm feeling good. Better than 2 months ago, right now, in this crazy world where I'm making less money, and I was really worried about money 2 months ago, and I'm making a lot less money right now. And I'm good because this is it. Right? I was able to be a little bit comfy and pick and choose my worries before. Now I'm like, shoo, lighthouse. Lighthouse. I'm a lighthouse. I need my lighthouse. All right, so if we put our energy into doing this with our hearts, with our minds, really rooted in love and really a sincere wish to grow, we can create some of the most amazing things from this moment ever. We can change the world like we've all been talking about. We can do it. Now is the time. Like, we have a really good excuse. The government might even get behind us. I mean, you wouldn't hedge your bets on that, but we might get some support and at least a little understanding from people who maybe would have doubted or questioned us. Now we can do it. This is exciting. Let's create a different level of way of being in life. Don't fall back to sleep. Let's keep doing it. Let's ride this momentum that this opportunity is giving us. And so as I say this, if you have found your way to this message and you have lasted this long from my yammering on, you are my tribe. Hi.
Hello,
You're
welcome.
my people. Like, look, these two are your people.
Yes.
You don't know them, but these two goddesses. Do you see the goddesses that I have surrounded myself? Like, look at this. Look.
Yes.
Look at this. This is amazing, the life that I am creating with these beautiful people. And every single one of you out there, we are kindred. We have been called to connect to each other for some reason. Maybe you know one of these two. You know me. I don't know how you found us. Tell me. Type it in. I want to know how we know each other. And we can create a consciousness, whether we get to touch each other or not.
Right.
We can do this. And I am here 100% with every single one of you. You can try and call me on that. Obviously, I do need to sleep. Obviously, I can't be in 10 places at once. Obviously, I don't get to put my hands on all of you. I have been doing remote work for 20 plus years. I am now doing remote work with even fancy buttons on computers that weren't there 20 years ago when I used to do remote work. I am so practiced and have been preparing my whole life to hold you.
Aww.
It's everything I want to do with my life. And this is my opportunity to do that in whatever way I can and whatever way you guys are called. So let's just look for our lighthouses, be a lighthouse, love each other, and grow and take this opportunity. And let's use these kind of social media, the Lotus Ways page and our website and all of the amazing resources we have to connect into each other and rock this out. Make a beautiful garden. And I literally,
yes,
you will
network, yes, we literally are.
We literally
a beautiful garden.
So, and you guys will see that. And I will end by thanking my direct right now gardener, Eric Cutter, Alegria Pharmacy, and I will put his information up on our page because he is creating food systems for urban communities that can feed everybody. And he's been working like I don't want to call him a mad genius, but a genius for a long time on these things. And there are other people like that out there that have projects and programs, and let's find them and let's support them and let's really figure out how to dial this stuff in and not go back to sleep. So are you with me? Yeah? Okay, we're together. So everybody, hands to our hearts and deep breaths. Straight spine. Feel each other deeply. Share breath. It's time to trust ourselves. It's time to trust our hearts. Let your mind drop down and get connected to your heart. Okay. Fill that heart with light. Let it pulse and glow. Let it spread. And follow it. Follow that light. Okay, there's a couple places for a lighthouse. One of them is inside you. So go there often. Come here whenever you need. We're good?
We're good. Thank you.
We're
Namaste.
yeah, namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. So I really honor everyone for showing up today. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. And get in touch if I can do anything else for you. And we'll try at least to be here once a week. And in between, come back to these or reach out personally if I can support you in any way. I really sincerely am here for you 100%. Okay. Love you.
Love you. That was great.